Saira, welcome to this session. Today we are going to revise what we have learned in the previous video. We learned this poem, Slow motion is now so rare. Now let us revise by seeing the summary of the poem as well as the reference to context. Now let me remind you about the poet. Yes, the poet is Santini Govindan. Now, so let me first read the poem for you once again and then we will go to the summary. Okay, so this is the picture of this poem. This is the conversation between whom? Between the tortoise and a snail. You can see the picture of the tortoise and a small little snail. Okay. A snail once to a tortoise said, "What is your speed per hour?" The tortoise answered, "Oh, not much. I am but one tortoise par." "But didn't you," the snail remarked, "once beat the nimble hare?" "Not I," this modest tortoise said. "Great grandpa was there. You see, the hare went off to sleep when grandpa was gone. And while the hare slept, our old man just kept on going on." "I see," the snail at length replied. "I always thought it queer. Do you think if I tried such a race, I need have any fear?" The tortoise smiled and shook his head. "The times have vastly changed. Great grandpa had a lot of luck. Things are now not so arranged. The crowds of sporting folks would come and keep the hare awake. So, what a toil it would be for you, what strides you had to take. Besides, why should we nowadays be proud to beat a hare? We are most distinguished as we are, slow motions now so rare." Okay, so this is the poem. We have already read the poem. Now let us see the summary of that poem. Okay, a snail asked a tortoise's speed, thinking it was the one from the story where a tortoise beat a hare in a race. So the snail is asking what was his speed, because he thought he had won the race with the hare. The tortoise said that it was his great grandfather in the race and that he had won because the hare had gone off to sleep. All of us know, isn't it? Everybody know that hare is very swift animal and tortoise is a very slow animal. But because the hare slept off in the middle, the tortoise could go ahead and win the race. The snail asked if he could pull off a similar upset in a race. The snail wanted to know. Nowadays, if they go for a race like this, we have to, what can we do? Can we keep a race and can we win? The tortoise said that the hare would not be able to doze off in the middle of the race anymore because there are much bigger sporting crowds these days. Can the hare sleep nowadays quietly, children? No. Because of the people around, it will not be able to sleep also. More importantly, it adds that being faster is not something the snail should aspire to anymore. Sister, you should not, tortoise is telling the snail, don't think to become fast, because nowadays nobody is going slow. All are very moving very quickly and briskly because of this busy world, isn't it? It adds that being faster is not something the snail should aspire to anymore. In an increasingly fast-paced world, they are more dignified because of their slow, stately gait. So, sisterly, in this fast-paced world, this tortoise and snail, they are slow creatures and they are more respected because of their slow, the way they move. They are very, very slow and they are respected just for that, because you can't find anybody moving slowly in this fast-paced world. Understood, children? Okay. Now let us see the reference to context. First one. "But didn't you," the snail remarked, "once beat the nimble hare?" Who is the snail talking to? We all know this. The snail is talking to the tortoise. Okay. What incident is the snail referring to? The incident that the snail is referring to is the one between the hare and the tortoise in the fable. Okay, this is the story from the hare and the tortoise. Why does it refer to the hare as nimble? Nimble means, I told you, swift. Because the hare is called nimble because it is swift, because it is a very quick and swift animal, it is called as nimble hare, isn't it? Okay, shall we go to the next? Okay. Do you think if I tried such a race, I need have any fear? Who's telling these words, children? Who's telling? Is it the tortoise or the hare, or the snail? Yes, the snail is talking to the tortoise because it wanted also to take part in the race. Is asking the tortoise if it is difficult, or does it need to have any fear to take part in the race. Who's asking? The snail is talking to the tortoise. What does such a race refer to? Such a race is the one between the hare and the tortoise in the fable. See, this is, they are talking about such a race means such a race, with the race which the hare and the tortoise, this is long back, isn't it? When you are in nursery or first standard, you heard this story. So this, not only you, even we. So it is very, very long back, when it was so calm and quiet, the hare could sleep in between, isn't it? Nowadays it is not possible. So such a race is the one between the hare and the tortoise in the fable, in the story. Fable means it is the small story which gives a moral. Okay. Now shall we go to the third question? Okay. What answer was given to the question? The tortoise says that the snail could not win a race like that nowadays because the huge sporting crowds will prevent the hare from falling asleep, isn't it? Yes. Can the hare sleep now? No, hare cannot sleep. Because of what? Because of the crowd. A lot of crowd around the people, even in the garden when you go. You can see a lot of people doing morning walk, children playing. So even if it is a place where hare and the tortoise is going to have a race, it cannot sleep off in the middle because of the sporting crowds. Okay, shall we go to the next one? Yes. We are more distinguished as we are. Slow motions are now so rare. Okay, so this is the important line in this poem. Who are we? Who are we? Who are the conversation is between whom? Yes, the tortoise and the snail. So we are the tortoise and the snail. It is not you. We means it is not you, children. We children, don't write anything wrong. Who are we? It is the conversation between whom? The tortoise and the snail. In what way they are distinguished? They are distinguished in the sense that they are both unique. Both are slow creatures, isn't it? Very slow. So they are unique in the way they walk. They are very, very slow. So they are unique means they are special in their way. They are very rare. These animals are very rare and they are distinguished. They are respectable because they are very slow. Explain slow motions now so rare. This is I told you these two lines are important in this poem. In a world that is increasingly fast paced in every sense, a creature that is slow and patient is the one that stands out. See, they are telling. So in this world, it is increasingly fast-paced world. All people are rushing. They are running. There is no time for anybody in this world. In this fast-paced world, also a creature that is slow and patient. You can see the tortoise and the snail. They are very, very slow and calm and quiet and patient. Is the one that stands. So that is the one that all are respecting because nobody is calm and quiet as well as slow in this fast-paced world. Okay, children. So this is the reference to context. So I think you understood this poem very well. It is very simple poem. It is just the they are talking. Who's conversation between whom? It is a conversation between the tortoise and a snail. Both are very slow moving animals, and they are talking about the race which was held between the tortoise and a hare. Okay, and the snail is asking whether it was he who won the race. That time the tortoise is telling no, it was his great grandpa who won the race. And why he won the race? Because the hare went off to sleep. That's why his grandpa could win the race. But the snail is asking, if we keep a race now, will we? What should we do? Can we win? So the tortoise is telling, no, you should not think of winning also, because in this fast, because and the hare will not go off to sleep because of the sporting crowd around. It will wake them, wake this hare. The people around will wake this hare, then hare will not be able to sleep. As well as his tortoise is telling, you should not think of becoming fast because they are respected, just because they are slow creatures. And that's why they tell slow and steady wins the race, isn't it? So this is, they are respected just because they are slow. Hope you all understood very well, children. Okay, we'll see the next in the next video. Thank you, children. Sai Ram.